Okay. Okie dokie. Damn. Okay, so this is, so we're finally gonna actually get started here. Cool. Ooh. This song never gets old, man. Okay, we need somebody to pick us a game to start this off with. Yeah, Razalix. Yeah, I mean, exactly. I never saw the message that you said you had some good news, but I can't find your message anywhere in the chat. Battle Liner. Who's ready for chapter 3 of... What did you think of it, guys? Wait, what? Ever heard of Bendy and the Ink Machine? Yeah? Yeah, I played it. What'd you think of it? Pretty good, eh? Yeah, it's the best. Who's ready for chapter 3? I'm ready. Why are you asking? Are you like at the dev or something? Okay, Geistra, you choose. I want to know. Wait. Do you have information on when it's gonna come out? Also, happy birthday, Kaneki. Super Night Quest. Oh, you're a huge fan of it? Okay, cool. Is it out? It's not out yet. Oh wait, that's VR Butcher. Oh yeah, VR Butcher. We'll get there. Okay, chat. So the first game we're gonna review is called Super Night Quest. I actually really like that working title. Super Night Quest. That was really cool. Okay. Okay, so we've got almost some like Game Boy Color-esque visuals here. Like I could see. Yeah, it actually looked pretty fun. I like it. A side-scrolling roguelike starring a brave knight facing strange randomly generated worlds. Travel through forests, ever-changing haunted mansions, harsh windy deserts, sparkling gem caves, and lost ruins on your quest to reclaim the Wish Stone. Every run is unique. Different skills such as Power Fist, Phoenix Glide, etc., etc. Don't believe us? Try it yourself. All assets not final. Okay, so there's Newgrounds version for it. Yeah, I like it. I mean, I have nothing negative to say about it. It looks cool. I hope the price is correct. I hope the price is correct. Like less than $10, please, unless your game it has like 1 million hours. Like, so the price is going to dictate everything about this game. But as long as the price is right, I think this is super neat. Yeah, it looked really fun. Maybe if it had lore and dialogue, then I'd play it. Well, I mean, it's gonna have lore, I'm sure. I'm sure its lore will be explained throughout the game. Lore just means story. I'm sure there's gonna be a story. Dialogue, I mean, you mean like voice acting? Or text? Because there's definitely text. But yeah, for $5 or under 10, this would be a good, it's a good game. I like it. I'm gonna give it 70. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a solid 7 out of 10. I didn't see anything negative. It looked charming. Again, I'm not so big on platformers, like simple platform. Nice. Hope you review my game in a few days. Is your game on here somewhere? As far as I know, the developer just moved into another house, so it might be a bit before chapter 3 comes out. You keep you posted if you follow Badim developer the Meatly. Okay, yeah, the Meatly. I'll have to remember that. I just don't trust a dev this small to make procedurally level generator, but fine. Yeah, I mean, the procedural generated levels, you know me and how I prefer games that are fully designed, but if it's a roguelike with permadeath, then some procedurally generated games have an advantage in that sense. But yeah, I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10 and we're gonna move on. Good choice, Geistra. I have a feeling you chose... What the fuck is this? These are the horror... So it's clearly a horror game. Okay. What are the chances we're gonna find a good horror game on Steam Greenlight? Let's go.
Peggy 18.
Jennifer?
Pardon me, I forgot my manners. Please sit down.
That ass though.
I will make you regret you were born!
Remothered? That was fucking awesome. That was... Holy shit, that was good. That ass though. I love he's wearing gloves, but like no clothing. Old man booty, 10 out of 10. There's so many screenshots. What the fuck? There's like 100 screenshots. What does this say? Left click repeatedly. Free yourself from your enemy's grip. She looks like someone. What actress? Can't remember. She looks exactly like someone. Wait, it's there. It's right. Who? She looks like... Where's the one? Not that one. Huh. The one in Hannibal? Yeah, kind of. Maybe. Keira Knightley? What? No. No, she kind of looks like in The Walking Dead. I won't spoil anything, but there's a character in like a season or two ago that was like the head of like a suburban like little town. I can't remember what her name was though. Fuck. Anyway, she looked just like someone from The Walking Dead. This looks crazy good. Remothered Tormented Fathers is a psychological third-person survival horror game with strong cinematic inspiration and extreme gameplay. The story is rich, unpredictable plot twists, but it is touching at the same time. Psychology plays a huge role. Heroes and enemies are atypical, and a line between good and evil is blurred. The development of this game is similar to a film narration, where the player perfectly identifies himself with the character. The soundtrack, composed by Nobuko Toda from Final Fantasy, Halo, and Metal Gear Solid, and Luca Balboni enhances the terrifying... Wow. Make a good story about the horror. Don't forget. You know, don't forget. CSGOCasino.net. Criff says, make a good story. Don't forget. Like, I think they got it. Anyway, this is a yes. I'm following and favoriting the shit out of this. In terms of like how excited I am for this, I'm gonna give this an 85. I'm giving this an 85. The only downside that I saw is that it looks short. I only see one enemy and one sort of setting, but that could just be because it's in development and they're making more, or that maybe it's episodic and this is the first episode, or you know, maybe the majority of the game is avoiding the naked smock doctor guy. 85, you crazy? No, this looks fucking amazing. What's wrong with 85? You disagree? Is it lower? You think it's lower? I think this looks amazing. The voice acting was crazy. The presentation of the trailer, the design, like all the interface design. These graphics look insane. It's like almost like a low budget Resident Evil 7 almost. So yeah, I'm giving it an 85. I would be, you know, closer to a 90. Wait, you think it should be 90? Oh, okay. Well, I mean, you're welcome to give it a 90 if you want. I don't trust horror games as far as I can throw them. So that's why I'm giving it an 85. I would never... A horror game would have to scare the shit out of me in the trailer to make me give it a 90. And to do that, it would have to spoil a good portion of the game. So, no. But you know, 85 for me. And also, how does that make me crazy? You just gave it a 90. An 85 and a 90, those are so similar. How does that make me crazy? You're crazy for even thinking that it's... Anyway, I like it. You're the crazy one. Okay, what is this? Gravity. Okay, so first of all, the title is 10 out of 10. I wish I had named a game Gravity. Good night, Lolliot. I think I already said good night, but... what about that one horror game you couldn't finish the trailer of? Oh, Visage. Visage would be an example, but that wasn't a trailer. That was 25-minute gameplay demo video thing. That's a bit different. That game would be probably a 90. That would be like like that game was fucking amazing. But this one, I guess, like I said, the only downside is it looks like it takes place in primarily one location, and it's a run and hide from the dude game. So it's like Outlast. It's like, you know, those kinds of games. So I'm a bit wary of those because sometimes they pour all their development into that one character, that one experience, and then once you understand, it's kind of like with Outlast. As you grind toward the end of Outlast, you've realized the formula, and it's not that scary. It's still super stressful, but it's not scary anymore. You just know that, okay, I've reached another section where I have to hide from the killer and find the key and open the door. And every section in Outlast is that section. It's just shuffled a little bit every time. You know, hide from the killer in the same rough locations, find the key or the switch, avoid the killer, get to the next section, get to the loading screen. Okay, boom, we've moved on. Now explore until the killer shows up again, and then hide, and then rinse and repeat over and over and over. And Outlast never really changed that formula. And that's why I'm a bit wary, especially when an indie developer on Steam Greenlight goes with that kind of formula. It's like, it could very easily turn into a one playthrough kind of like, you know, you know how to deal with the smock doctor guy. But you never know. It's just me judging by the trailer. Okay, so we're going to look at Gravity. Ooh. Well, the music is 10 out of 10. Cool. Damn. Did we just get 3 in a row that were like top tier? We just got, this is our 3rd game of the night, and it's a pretty fucking strong submission, all things considered. The one thing I want to point out right away is that I love the interface. I know that's like the last thing anyone would point out, but just the way the design of like the menus, the way the health is presented, the simple, like, you can tell where the players are and the arc of each shot. The design immediately.
Thank you for selecting Exotic Butters.
Demuri, thank you for the 5-month resub. Thank you so much. Chat, let's get some hype for that 5 months of support. Oh man, Demuri, appreciate that very much. I like that you pick up boxes and shoot them at each other. It feels like it's, trying to think of a game that it reminds me of. The interface reminds you of Time Splitters 2. Yeah, it's pretty similar. I like it. It looks like a good party game. It's probably, yeah, local co-op. Does it have online multiplayer? 2 to 4 person local multiplayer for maximum couch trash talk. I like that. Okay, so it is local multiplayer. It's like a couch party, like a party PvP game. I like the little robots, how they're like little skulls in like mechs, like little skeleton mechs. It looks very cool. I like it a lot. I have a feeling that it might get old a bit quick, but I wouldn't know that for sure until I played it. I'm gonna give it a, just in terms of the presentation and how fun it looks and how exciting it would be to, I'm gonna give it a 75. A solid 3 out of 4. But yeah, I understand why it doesn't have online multiplayer, because a lot of times servers and stuff aren't exactly a realistic option for an indie developer. But I like it. I like it a lot. I think it has a lot of potential. It looks like really fun. It looks like the way the gravity and the arcs of the shots and how like hype and explosive the game looks. And yeah, it's just they're cool robots flying around shooting boxes at each other. I'm gonna give it 75. We just saw 3 really good games in a row. Chat, what do you think we're gonna get what are the chances the 4th game is gonna also be good? Chat, I want a percentage chance that the next game is going to be a yes. What are the chances? We just saw 3 really top tier games in a row. Good night, Trumpet. 0%? 50%, 69, 5, 20. I'm thinking somewhere around the 20% mark. There's no way we're gonna get another one. 14.76, literally 0. We're all out of luck. You could be right. All right, here we go, chat. Fingers crossed. 25%, you're feeling it? As in, like, you think we're gonna... All right. Thank you, Larthros. 25%. Now man flies. Thank you, Larthros. Here we go. Now man fly. Oh.
Thank you for selecting Exotic Butters.
Eckle, ECYL13. Thank you for the 5-month Twitch Prime sub. Woot indeed. Thank you. Welcome back. 5 big months. Chat, can we get some hype? Your favorite emotes? Appreciate that very much. Thank you. Oh shit, a proverb. Really? My French toast just surrendered to my German sausage. The fuck? All right. Now man flies. Let's go. Thank you very much for that resub, though. gonna say right off the bat, I understand what the objective is. Is that enough to give it a yes? I don't want to say something bad about it, but it looks pretty boring. That's my problem with it, guys. I don't think it's horrible. It just, I bet, like, if you spent $5 on it, after 5 minutes, you'd be like, I kind of want $4.50 of my dollars back. I mean, when all of your screenshots look like this, like, wait, there's two assets here. There's the little satellites and the dude, and then, you know, some explosions and such. There's just no content. It's not even worth, like, I mean, unless it's being sold for 50 cents or whatever, I can't imagine anybody paying money for this. Yeah, Outlast is like 21 gigs. It's huge, yeah. Yeah, and I download it like 2 or 3 megs a second, so it's gonna take, I'm gonna do it overnight. I can't believe Dub fucking sent me Outlast. You crazy fuck. But thank you. Damn. Anyway, I mean, Now Man Flies. This game, hang on, where is this from? English, okay. This game is about the cosmical adventures where you are trying to discover different planets, but this is not as easy as it sounds. You should be careful, : there are meteorites and space pirates, and they are a big problem. Now Man Flies, high-level arcade game. Reach the new heights. Enemy spaceships are follow you. Enemy spaceships are follow you, and they want to kill you. Like, I get that English isn't your first language. To Mario and Danielle, which that spelling indicates like certainly European. You should also support whatever language you do speak, so that your game doesn't just come off as bad broken English. It comes off as, let's say, a French game that has an English translation. Because when you just say your game is only going to be in English, what you really mean is your game's going to just be a poorly translated mess, and you're not going to even support the language you do speak originally. And that hurts me. It would be like if I made a game and I only supported German for no reason. And then all my English friends would be like, so why didn't you also make it in English? I'd be like, because I wanted to make a German game. Only for German-speaking people. It's like, and then in that case, it would be broken German. So they'd laugh at me, and they'd be like, so why didn't you make it in your own language? And I'd be like, because I wanted to make a German game. Anyway, I don't think this is good enough to sell. I think it needs to, it looks like a Newgrounds game. At no point did this trailer make me think that this didn't look, it just looks like a bad Flash game. I'm not saying the game looks horrible. It looks fun-ish, but it's so basic. It's so incredibly basic. Also, I don't, the thing that's bugging me is that, like, I think you only fly up. Oh no, you do fly down. It's not worth money. Not yet. It's a free Game Jolt game. That's really all that is. Oh, shame. Okay, so we broke the streak, chat. I thought this emote was a burnt turkey. Is it someone bowing? Also, thank you, Rio Grande, for handling the links. Good night, Sneak Biscuit. Okay, Monster Metropolis Beta. Why does Monster Metropolis sound really familiar? Like mobile. Like a mobile. Is it a mobile? Okay, maybe not. Wait. Where's the city, though? And that's the end of the trailer. What? Oh, is that the city? What? Action strategy RPG simulation free to play. Monster Metropolis is a free-to-play game that combines turn-based RPG battle systems with city-building sim games. Mayor, take control of a fledgling city and build it into a thriving metropolis. Be warned, there are giant monsters that will stand in your way. Do not fear, you have giant monsters of your own at your control. It's already a tough job as mayor to build and grow a city, but it's even harder now due to the recent increase in hostile monsters. Join your idol, Mr. Power, and your trusty assistant, May, on your quest to build your city. Summon guardians, giant ally monsters, and discover the source of the hostile monsters that are attacking your city. Other cities. So, my problem with this is that you see a game like this, right? And it, you know, it's got the SimCity vibe to it. I'm okay with that. Looks pretty cool. And then you tell me, like, if you were pitching this game to me and you're like, okay, Ty, I have this awesome idea for a game. You show me this screenshot and you're like, here's a city you can build. You'd be like, okay, cool, SimCity done. We build a city. Now monsters are gonna attack and your monsters are gonna defend and you're gonna have fucking awesome Godzilla battles in your city. I'd be like, sold. Here's the keys to my bank account. Go make it happen. And he's like, but Ty, there's a catch. The awesome battles don't actually take place in the city. They take place in generic fields. Wait, really? Oh, well, it's kind of the city. Are they that? Oh, they're that big that they're like bigger than the whole city. Like, my brain wants this to be like Rampage. Like you're in the city and there's buildings around and the enemies are like fighting and breaking buildings and stuff. And I mean, that's not what it is. It's you know, it's a tactical turn-based RPG thing that takes place around cities. But I don't have anything really negative to say. I mean, the characters are hilarious. They all look good. The 3D models are decent. I like this guy. This fucking giant blonde afro. The cities look pretty good. This interface is actually pretty nice, although it's quite mobile. Like this all here, the interface elements are way too big. Cross-platform PC. Is it? It's a mobile game, isn't it? This looks like a mobile pay-to-win game from 2005. Harsh. The game seems web-based. Too many useless screenshots. There's quite a few kind of like all of these. Like, why are you taking like a million screenshots of this animation? So, a small problem for you will probably mean a big problem for us. Yeah, It deserves to exist. It deserves to exist. Oh shit, hey Peeve. I've seen like 3 different viewpoints that all look drastically different. Which one is the actual battles? That's a good question. This one? Wait, well, maybe? I couldn't tell from the video. Nah. Ty, it's a mobile port? That's what I thought. Fucking, I knew it! I knew it was a mobile port. Look at the size of this interface. Imagine this on a fucking 4K, 50-inch television. You're lying in your kiddie pool, eating Cheetos, you're fucking playing. Maybe I'm the only one who sits in my living room in a kiddie pool eating Cheetos, playing on my giant 75-inch TV, which I don't actually own. But like, and you've got these interface buttons that are the size of like, damn it. If it's a mobile port, fix the interface where I'm not looking at a tiny phone screen. Anyway, that doesn't make it it's a pretty high quality mobile port, all things considered. I'm gonna give it a yes. I'm gonna give it a 51 because I don't trust the combat at all. I don't trust any of this, but the little bits I do see look like it can exist. It can exist. I kind of like the interface. It's a mobile game. Look at this horrible interface. I never said look at this horrible interface. I said look at the size of this interface. Because that's the issue with mobile games. Is if I'm playing on my PC screen, I don't need your pay-to-win shop button to be this fucking big. Resize it for a PC. I'm cool with mobile, with games that start off as mobile. Here's the thing. We have to stop porting things from a telephone, from this, stop porting things from this directly onto, well, I'm pointing at my screen, but to this thing right here. Stop that. Change it. Give it a new interface so that it looks like it belongs on your giant fucking screen, not on your little phone. It's so lazy to just port things. Like, we made a reasonably successful mobile game. Let's put it on Steam. Just ship it. It's like, fuck you, man. If you're just gonna ship your game and not actually adjust it to fit my screen, then why am I even gonna pay money for your shitty game? Anyway, I'm gonna still give it a yes because it's, all things considered, it's probably okay. But I'm gonna give it a 51 and we're gonna move on. Fucking Monster Metropolis. Oh no. Oh no. Ty, you're insane. It's clearly 52. Mech Super Panda is a great design, to be honest. Mobile games are the future, Ty. No, they're definitely not. All right. Design or die? Already, this is... no. That dodge. Oh. Okay. The first thing I have to address. Worst name ever. Design or die. Who? Why? Why? Chat, once upon a time, I worked on a game with a stubborn indie developer. I was the artist, he was the programmer and like writer, and it was his baby. And it had a horrible name that like his working title. And through the course of our development of this game, we eventually decided it needed a new name because the name was unwieldy, it was long, it was awkward. No one would fucking ever play a game like that. So we brainstormed some ideas, and I came up with really like slick like name, like like a name that you'd, if someone said, this is my game, Gravity, like that thing, you'd instantly be like, Gravity? What the fuck is Gravity? It was kind of like that kind of name where you're like, oh shit, that's cool sounding. What kind of game is it? Then we eventually parted ways. We never finished working on the game. He had every intention of finishing it himself, but I think I was between jobs at the time, or I was doing like mostly freelance stuff, and then I had lined up another job, and I ran out of like free time, and so we kind of went our separate ways. And you know what really sucked, chat? Like a month later, he had changed the name to something worse, and like just with no retention. It's so bad I can't even remember what it is. I remember the original name, and I remember the name I changed it to. And then when I finally, because I went to one of his like playtesting sessions at like a local university, he had like rented out like a computer lab and had a bunch of friends and some media and stuff show up to test out his game. And he had changed the fucking name to something like even worse and like horrible. And the logo, he redesigned the whole, wait. Or did he? Give me a sec, chat. I have to know this. Give me a sec. Oh. Okay, no, okay, so he didn't change the name. He scrapped my logo I made and replaced it with the worst thing. Anyway, long story short, a name is very important. A name is very important for your game. Calling your game Design or Die, especially when it's a game about a spaceship flying shooting thing. Like, this game is dead in the water because of that name. But aside from that, it wasn't horrible. It was just very kind of basic. Let's read a bit about it. Design or Die takes place in the not so distant future of our solar system. In this game, space travel has become part of our lives. Several 100 million people live in distant planets and space stations. Our protagonist is a freelancer who takes on any kind of job, so he will not starve to death at the end of the day. In this game, you have to build your own ship, but you are limited by funds, so you have to find the best design to succeed in each level. Your ship works according to Newtonian physics. You can control your ship's movements by firing its thrusters. It is crucial to place its engines in the right place so you will not lose control over your own ship. You gonna show us? No. No, I'm not. If I show you guys the game now, it'll reflect very poorly on me, because when the developer came to me, the game was developer art. Some of you know what that looks like. Really just like awful interface, big squares with art that he got from Google image search, just a fucking mess. Then I spent, well, let's see it. No. Then I spent, a few months revamping the whole thing, putting in my own art. We hired other artists and we licensed art, and I redid the whole interface and the buttons and everything. Now the game looks like shit again, somehow. He like scrapped all of my art, and I guess his new artists he hired like redid the game again, and now it looks very indie. Like so indie. Chat, the game came out mid last year and it has 3 sales. Sorry, it has 3 reviews on Steam. If a game came out, if a game's been sitting there for a year and a half and it has 3 reviews, it's dead in the water. So it did come out. Yeah, we're not going to talk about it. Because again, it'll reflect poorly on me, and I don't need that in my life. It's kind of like some actors don't want to be credited for a film they worked on. I'm like this with this game. I'll tell you guys that I worked on a game, but I don't want to show it on stream. Because I'm gonna say things. It's like bullying. I don't want to do anything like that. It's just the game can exist in its corner of the internet with its 3 sales.
Don't give me that. You are drunk. All of you.
Thank you, Trezak.
Ty, don't worry, we wouldn't think less of you any more than we already do. Haha, kidding, love you baby, I would have your babies.
Did Skull Trumpet review it? No. It's got 3 positive reviews, but no. Now you just look like a tease. It's not my game. Chat, the stuff I did for that game is almost all gone. Just because I worked on it during a phase of its development, and then the new lesser artists that were hired ruined it. I choose to believe I never worked on it. Like Raul Julia that died because he did Street Fighter. Whoa. I happen to think his portrayal of M. Bison was a masterpiece. The rest of the movie was super shit. But Raul Julia's performance in Street Fighter was like it was amazing. His monologue about Bisonopolis is legendary. That was so good. 1 review for every employee? What? Oh, 1 review for every employee. There were 3 people. He had like, yeah, you're right. It was him and then 2 artists. 1 review for every employee. Boom. Were the designs dope though? Like the things that I did, I enjoyed them. I wouldn't have put them in the game if I didn't think. Now I look back at it and I'm like, I've grown since then. But even looking back at that art, I thought it was good for what it was. And I thought it worked way better than what it looks like now. It's, oof. Bipson. He was a great actor on an overall shitty movie. Yes, exactly. I love Raul Julia in Street Fighter. I love the Street Fighter movie, but I think it's a huge piece of shit. A huge, fantastic piece of garbage. But, it's fun to watch. Will you play the Gladiator game again today? Well, it's 2:30 in the morning, so no, we're gonna finish this, but we'll play the Gladiator game again very soon. So anyway, I've forgotten about this game. It's just so forgettable. For what it is, it's okay. I'm gonna give it a yes. I'm gonna give it a 50. It looked like it played okay. Terrible name. Interface was non-existent. This is the interface, guys. I don't know if you could see this. See this thing right above, right up here? This is the whole interface for the whole game. And some people say less is more. So, but I mean, it just looked forgettable. So I'm just gonna give it a 50 and a yes. If it's like properly priced. If it's like $5, then it's, you know, it's probably worth $5 to the right people. But I don't think it's anything special. But what it is okay. I think Ty's being nice tonight. No, I'm Everclicker. I'm already hating whatever this is going to be.
The Eververse is under attack. Gather your friends. Awaken heroes.
Well, fuck off.
Outsmart friend and foe and achieve glory. Can you?
No, I'm not here. You didn't even try with this one, did you? You didn't even try. In Everclicker, players awaken legendary heroes to smash through hordes of monsters in a wide expanse of worlds. These worlds are under attack by the nefarious Star Devourer, an unearthly monster that's eating the stars right out of the sky. Players collect stars each time they chase down the Devourer to restore darkened worlds. Before, okay. Mobile trash, yep. You didn't even try to make this not mobile. Look at this, chat. Oh. What am I seeing? This font choice is so garbage. Wow. No. No, this is straight up mobile trash. The resolution was garbage because they didn't. It's just a port direct. It's a low res port direct to the. Nope. Look at this. I love your games. I play Wizard 101, Pirate 101, Alpha Cat, and Rise and Destroy. I am looking forward to your new mobile game Everclicker so I can stop the Star Devourer. US launch it. Wizard 101, Pirate 101, Alpha Cat, Rise and Destroy. I'm looking forward to your new mobile game. No. You get a 4 out of 100 because I'm being too generous. I didn't even know Pirate 101 was the thing. It's probably just the worst. It's, Wizard 101. Come on. Let the anger flow through you? Nah, it's fine. Okay, Fish. This game's just called Fish. An old school FPS with a hook. What? Do they even defend themselves? You're gunning them down with a minigun and they're just like walking into you. Oh, what a piece of shit. Oh, God. Oh, God. A yes for the silly crab. Oh. Just chat, look at this for a second and ask yourself, is this worth money? Would you pay real money for what for this? Okay, that crab is pretty
Thank you
top
for
tier.
selecting Exotic Butters.
Masked Renegades, thanks for the $3.
Not trying to be a nuisance, just don't want this to get overlooked. Blag 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 blag.
Thank you, Masked Renegade. It definitely did not get overlooked. This is just Doom. It's not even. It's Doom inspired. I would play Doom way faster than this. 12-year-olds would pay their parents money for that. No, they wouldn't, though. That's the thing. That's the same mentality that Top Caster uses. 12-year-olds and don't play games like Top Caster. 12-year-olds play Halo. 12-year-olds play fucking Battlegrounds. 12-year-olds play Overwatch. My friend's 5-year-old son is a Genji main in Overwatch, and he'll probably beat you. Children play good games, just like adults. No one plays this. I hate, and I know you're just making a joke, but it's important to not forget that bad, shitty design and graphics and bad playability does not somehow appeal to children. Children play Call of Duty because that's what they do. They play modern games that look crazy good, and that's it. They don't play this. You can't make a shitty game and be like, kids will play it. No, they're too busy playing good games. Stop being so mean. You are making game creator cry. Well, he should. Whoever made this should be crying, and they shouldn't put it on the internet. This is awful. This is not Steam. This is a free game you put on a flash site and you play for 5 minutes and you move on with your life. You don't expect money for this. You made this? I'm sure you did, Sayonara Soma. This is awful. Hey, do you like old FPS from the 90s? Do you like hook shots? Then I got a game for you. Fish is an FPS with old school gameplay and level design. Oh, and here's a hook in the hand of the protagonist, and it can pull him toward places and push pirates. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention there are pirates. There are also fishmen. I specifically like hook shots. Yes. No, this is awful. This is not worth money. If I were to say one nice thing about it, I don't know if I have anything nice to say about it. The interface makes me cry. It makes me cry on my insides. This interface is it's the worst I've seen in weeks. Don't ever just drop text into a box and be like, done. Offer constructive criticism? I am offering constructive criticism. Put this on Game Jolt where it belongs. That's constructive criticism. If you're asking me, give me a list of suggestions to make this worth money, I can't help you there. This is so far from being worth money that it's I can't help you. All I can say is this is not meant to be on Steam. This is meant to be on Game Jolt or itch.io or IndieDB or any of those sites for free, and then people can play your game and tell you hints and tips, and as you become a better artist and a better developer and a better designer, you remake the game to be good. There's your constructive criticism. Can I give this as it stands constructive criticism? All I will say is don't put it on Steam Greenlight. You're going to get 2 sales. Both of them are going to be memes. You're going to get a couple streamers playing it jokingly and pretending, and you're not going to, and then they're going to refund it and you're not going to make any money. So do you want to throw your money in the garbage by putting this on Steam? Sure. Do you want to get all excited about your game release and then a month later look at your your sales and realize that you've made 3 sales and 17 refunds and the cost of the development far outweighed the money you made? No. And trust me, I know this because I've been a game developer for many years. This does not cut it. So anyway, this is a fuck no. This gets a 10. It needs to be on a free site. That's that's all I can really say about it. Yeah, we're gonna move on. Trust me, I give constructive criticism when it's possible. That game is there's no way I could tell you enough to make it worth real money. There's not a chance. It's so far. Have you ever given a game a 1 or a 0? Many games are 0 or negative. The only time we ever go negative is if it's clearly stolen, like when people steal assets or whatever. Then it's. No, I know that, Art. I know you were just joking, but you brought up a good point, because there's some people who actually believe that if they make a game with like horrible amateur graphics and terrible gameplay as well, then kids will want to play their game because their game somehow appeals to kids. That's what the top caster guy thought. He thought that he played it off like he did a case study of 13-year-olds and put them in a room and put diodes up to their head and made them play his game, and they somehow experience joy from it. But that's not the truth at all. He's lying to himself, telling himself that that children will play his ugly game. But no, you're no kid, because children play the same games we play, and I know this because my friend has a kid. And he plays the same games I play. Now, not always, but he plays Rocket League and Overwatch and Minecraft and fucking Destiny and those are all amazing games that are not top caster. Nobody plays those games unless they're just jokingly, and then they refund them. Will I load your game up for an hour and a half, play it, laugh about it on stream, and then refund it? Maybe. Although usually I don't waste my time doing that. And I know how much refunds hurt developers. And I don't want to ironically play your game just to refund it later because I knew in the first place it wasn't worth the money. Anyway, Butcher VR. Here we go, chat. We are ready. Is this a sex thing? What is going on? Now we're being trolled. You are a slaughter. Is there another video? That's the only video. Holy fuck, man. God, this is... Why is it... What a piece of shit. Try to run as quick as possible to catch your pig. The Butcher is a psychological quick time event VR railway game. This game is still in development. More features, including weapons and dynamic enemies, will be added soon. You're fucking lying. When you release this game and get zero money, $0, you're not ever gonna go back to it. If you like the feeling and noise dying animals do, that could be the perfect VR experience for you. Who likes the sound of dying animals? A vegetarian mode is in planning. Features soon. Parkour, angry pigs, weapons, knife quick time events. More appears here later. Sincerely, Brain Strain Studios. Thank you for the bits, Kel so. Obviously, people who belong in jail. This is so fucking. This is so bad. Where's the pig? They said you're chasing a pig through a slaughterhouse. This just gets a 0. This isn't a game. This is some weird joke. We're being trolled. Why the hell would anyone play this in VR? Skull Trumpet, you're falling for the joke. The platform when you can be as lazy as you wish and cut as many corners as you want and still get your shitty game approved. Looks pretty fun. No, it doesn't. This is a 0. There's nothing here. Can we address the fact that this is a VR game? It's a VR third-person game. He said pigs will be added soon. Oh yeah, that's right. Anyway, you get a 0. I don't know what the fuck we just saw. Fun math. A Russian puzzle game called Fun Math. Fun math. Chat, I am ready to be exhilarated. Two whole game modes. He doesn't know. Wait, hang on. Wait, let's go back. Hang on. Ability to change ranges of numbers. Really? Did that just happen? Did the developer or whoever's playing just like not figure it out? Like, I saw the mouse moving like in a circle and I could imagine them sitting staring trying to, and it's like and they just move on. Okay, so before you guys jump on my back and say that I don't get it, it's an educational tool, it's you know, it's an educational tool, it's for kids, it's for learning, blah, blah, blah. Before you say that, I get that. I'm all for, you know, puzzly games and learning tools and stuff. That's fine. But what I don't like is that you're gonna put it on Steam. Don't make it look like an Excel fucking spreadsheet or some like calculator app from the 90s. it would be so easy to make some color, make it a bit 3D, make these little blocks that as you click they push down and they feel good and it has nice sound and some effects, anything. Why does it look like it's in the newspaper? Hire an artist or like get anybody who can, if you as a developer, I know that if you can get to this stage, you can make it a little better. You can add some color, you can make a background that's maybe like something. You can like put a little more drop shadow on things, make them make the font a little bit embossed, you know, give everything a bit of a facelift. Stop making it look so ugly and boring. This is why people don't want to learn math, because it's ugly. Okay, people do want to learn math. It's a very important skill. But like, fun math. Game in which you will need to choose two numbers that when they apply a specified mathematical operation, it turned out the specified result. By Sergey. 5 mathematical operations: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and exponentiation. Customizable field sizes. It's no. This is a tool that like you'd find on like Windows 3.1. It looks like Windows 3.1. It's not worth money. I mean, maybe someone will buy it for their kid to try and make them good at math. And their kid will play it for 2 minutes and be like, I'd rather be playing Minecraft, Mom. Why'd you buy me this shitty Russian game? Fun math. Can I just go shoot people in Halo and, you know, use the bullet leading and like the, you know, judging where their head's gonna be 1.3 seconds in the future? Can I just use that as like spatial time-space math calculations? Can I just do headshots instead of this? And she'll be like, okay, son, I'm sorry I bought you Sergey's shitty fun math. Oh, hey, Candace, you're awake at 3 a.m. We're almost done here. Writes boobs over and over. Candace, how are you awake? I must have woke you up. Anyway. A protractor. Anyway, so that was Steam Greenlight. It was a pretty good mix, chat. We saw some amazing stuff and some downright abysmal bottom tier, like bottom of the dumpster, forgotten shit. And a few things in between. It was a good range. This was a pretty good night for Steam Greenlight. Especially following the salty Battlegrounds. That was quite a mixed bag of games. Yes, it was. Get the exotic butters ready. Ty's coming to bed. A strong AAA start, and it was all downhill from there. Yeah. Don't forget to check this out. What is this? Oh, what remains of Edith Finch? Yeah. Did you tweet that at me, Masked Renegade? Yeah, I'm gonna need you to tweet that at me. Actually, I can take that link and just keep it paused, maybe. I'm probably just gonna buy it. If it's a good scary game. Okay, no, we're good. I saved the link. We're good. But also tweet it at me. Oh, you did? Okay, perfect. Then there's no way I'll have no excuses. But anyway, chat, today we had a really good stream that,